right, what's up, guys? This is your boy Keith back again, aka Mr. Cheap Sense, and I am doing a video tonight. This will be my top 10 fragrances in my collection. This is not what I've watched on other people's YouTube channels. This is not me knocking or dissing anyone else's list. This is my personal list. This is my personal collection. I have possibly over 70 colognes in this collection as of right now. And these are really not in any chronological order as from what's, the least favorite to the number one, which is the top favorite. This is just a video of what I feel in my collection or my top 10. Now, there are others that I have that I probably could show, and people would be like, oh, wow, he didn't have that in his top 10, because I have a lot. I have some designers, in which you will see when I start unveiling my list. I do have designers. I do have cheapies also. What I'm looking at right now, really, the top 10 that I have right here right now really aren't bad choices. And there's like maybe one, possibly two cheapies in here, as far as like real cheap. Cheapies, I mean, for me, cheapies are from 25 and down. So that's what I consider a cheapie. A cheapie can also be 30, 40, maybe $50. I'm not in a position in my life right now to go out and spend 70, 80 to 100 and upwards on a cologne. So I stick within my price range, my budget, which is, now granted, every now and then I will find a nice fragrance that I really wanted or I really want to try, and it could be like 50, maybe $55, and I'll purchase it. Yeah. But most of the time, the majority of my cheapies are 25 and down. So without any further ado, let's get on with the list. I have two honorable mentions. And this one is going to shock a lot of people because I've heard a lot of talk about this particular one. I bought it. I bought the 30 ml bottle. I actually ordered one from fragrancex.com, and it ended up being the little teeny tiny small bottle, not the sprayer. It's the pour kind. You have to like pour, shake out, whatever. I gave that to my son. So I bought another one, and I believe I paid maybe 25, possibly 30, maybe, I'm not really sure for this one. But when I unveiled this one, people are gonna say, oh wow, he didn't have it in his top 10, and there's a reason for that. This is Versace's Man Eau Fraiche, and the reason why this is not in my top 10, although everybody around me has been complimenting me like crazy when I wear this to work. Everybody says it smells good, it smells nice. I get it. There are times when I have this on and it has to be on my arm for a while, on my body for a while, for it to die down some before I can truly enjoy it. But for some strange reason, I keep getting Raid roach spray type smell, like reaction from this. I don't know what it is. At first, I thought it could have been the shower gel that I use, because I use scented shower gels, and as soon as I get out the shower, I'll spray something on or this on, and I get that reaction. So I didn't put it on one night. The next day I got up. Of course, the shower gel is going to be died off, has died off. I put this on and I still get that same reaction. I don't know why I'm getting that roach spray type reaction out of this. This fragrance is highly talked about on almost everybody's list that I watch on YouTube when I watch fragrance reviews. If they do like a top 5 or top 10, this is always the majority of the time, unless they're talking about high-end fragrances. But this is usually on someone's list somewhere. And I gave it a shot. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to continue to wear this, because I am, because I get mad compliments when I wear this. It's just on me and what I smell through my nostrils. It smells like roach spray. So whatever the case may be, I'm still going to wear it. It's still a nice fragrance. I have gotten 1 or 2 good wears out of it, as far as like not going through my whole day saying, dang, I smell like roach spray. So Versace Mano Fresh, honorable mention. This honorable mention is a thorn in my side. You hear me? This fragrance, I bought this. I've seen it years and years and years. I've seen it in Walmart. I've seen it in Kmart. I've seen it in other stores. And I always looked at the box and I thought, is that a woman's fragrance? Because it doesn't say, well, it does say it, but I didn't pay it no attention at the time. But just looking at the box kind of deterred me, because it made me think of maybe it's a female fragrance. Maybe it's not going to smell manly, whatever. So one day I was in TJ Maxx and I saw this. I think it was TJ Maxx or Ross. Both stores sell it, but I don't remember which one I bought. Ross. It still has the sticker on it. So I bought this fragrance and I paid $12.99 for a 100 ml bottle. And the first day that I wore this fragrance, I thought I was going to get molested, because women were coming out of the woodwork trying to find out what I had on, who that was that smelled good. So without any further ado, this fragrance is Liz Claiborne Bora Bora, if you can see that. This is an oldie but goodie. This fragrance has been around for a while. I'm not sure how long it's been out, but this is an excellent fragrance. It is sweet. It is not overpowering. And women were loving this fragrance. Do you hear me? Today, I have so many designer fragrances. I have so many, like, not really high end, I wouldn't say, but like top notch fragrances. And every time I buy something new, someone always says, well, it don't smell better than Bora Bora. So I cannot share this fragrance from my list. I mean, I'm only giving it an honorable mention because I've done a video on this before, and I may do one more video on it. But this fragrance, $12.99, I paid for it at Ross, if you can see that. This fragrance has been a definite thorn in my side. I cannot get people to notice or give credit to anything else I have. And when you see some of these other fragrances that I'm going to reveal here in my top 10, I don't know why this one still is in people's hearts and minds like that. But Bora Bora, excellent fragrance. If you don't have it, pick it up. Let me unbox it real quick so people can know what exactly it looks like. This is how it looks. It's like chrome, silverish looking, black top, Bora Bora on the front. You actually can see through this. You can see the juice. I've used a little bit of it. I haven't used it in a while because I want people to notice some of my other stuff and not always say, "Boy, when you gonna wear Bora Bora again?" Like, come on, bro. There's other fragrances out here other than Bora Bora. And let me also unbox Versace's Man Eau Fresh so people can see. If you don't know what it looks like, this is the bottle. This is what it looks like. The sprayer, the atomizer actually is good on it also. And just smelling it out of the bottle, it smells good. It smells excellent. But just when I spray it on my skin, it just, I don't know. But anyway, on to the list, guys. And like I said, this is not in any chronological order. This is not like from bad to good or good to bad or however you want to look at it. This is just stuff I didn't sit down and spray everything on cards and then smell them. Like, I just literally, before I turned this video on, I went over to my collection and I just started picking up stuff that I can remember off the top of my head. People were giving me compliments on what I liked, what smells good to me, what smells better than others. And I do have other stuff over there that I'm going to do also, like one I bought earlier today that I dodged for a long time. And then I started seeing videos on this fragrance, and I don't really wear these type of fragrances like Adidas, and I don't do Curve anymore. I did Curve back when I was in high school, middle school. I'm away from Curve. I'm away from all that other stuff that to me, cheap stuff, off-brand, knockoff type stuff. I don't do that anymore. But anyway, this is my list. Let's get started. So first up, I'm going to do this fragrance I saw in TJ Maxx, and it also was a cheapie. I think I paid maybe $15 for, I believe. And I never heard of this fragrance before, and I was kind of curious because it's going to sound silly, but the box intrigued me. It had me thinking that it could smell like something I could be interested in, I could wear. It could be something sweet because I like sweet, soft scents. But I bought it and I was not disappointed. I think I wore this maybe twice. And like I said, I have over 70 something colognes plus oils. That's not included in the 70. I have like 20 oils and 3 body sprays. And I don't wear too much of the oils or body sprays anymore, but I've worn this fragrance maybe twice since I had it, and it is a house named Munsingwear, and this is a Eau de Toilette or Toilette or however you say it. It's a 100 ml bottle, and the name of this one is Penguin. It's a burgundy type box, gold and engraving, writing on it. Just information on the back. This is the bottle, and I love the design on this bottle. It goes from dark to light. The juice in it is excellent. The top, it's not magnetic, but it does snap on. I wouldn't hold it for too long by the top. It's not going anywhere right now, but this is a excellent fragrance. I've worn it maybe twice, like I said, and I might have got 1 or 2 compliments off of it, and you know, I can't remember. It's been a while, like maybe last year or earlier this year when I started wearing it, when I bought it. But it's an excellent fragrance. It's sweet. It kind of smells like something you should wear maybe in cooler weather. It's kind of warm, but it's sweet. I'm not sure about the notes in it. I'm not big on notes. And honestly, I don't really care what's in it. As long as it smells good, it's not overpowering, it's not too strong, I can deal with it. So that is Penguin. Next up, this also is a fragrance that I saw in TJ Maxx and TJ Maxx only. I haven't seen it in Ross ever, but I bought 2 other fragrances first from TJ Maxx. One of them I did like, the other one I'm not too keen on. And recently I bought a gift set and it had 4 of these 30 ml bottles in it. And I like maybe 2 out of the 4 that were in it, maybe 3. But this one I'm going to reveal right now is one that I like the most, and I wore it. And I did get 1, possibly 2 compliments off of this. One from a co-worker of mine, a guy, and then maybe, another friend of mine, a female. But this is English Laundry's Oxford Blue. This is the bottle. And this fragrance smells wonderful. It almost smells kind of like something I already have. I can't pinpoint it exactly, but it is sweet, it's soft, it is not overpowering at all. And that's what I love in a fragrance. I don't like things that are going to choke people out or choke me out. You can go kind of heavy on the trigger with this. It's not, like I said, it's not going to offend anyone. Most of the fragrances that I'm going to show you, you can go kind of heavy on the trigger. I'll point out the ones that you may not want to, but the first 2, this and this, you can go kind of heavy on the trigger. This one maybe not so much, but this one you can. Bora Bora, you probably can go kind of heavy on that trigger because it's sweet, it's not overpowering. Even Versace, you can go heavy on the trigger on that also. Next up, I will go with Azzaro Legend. I have Azzaro Chrome, and Chrome is a fragrance that a guy that I used to work with a long time ago at King and Prince Seafood used to wear, along with another fragrance that I have here with me that's in this list. And I never got my hands on it because I really wasn't into fragrances. I was more into oils back then. Now I'm back into cologne. So I finally ran into Azzaro Chrome and I bought it and I loved it. I loved it when he used to wear it. But now I have it, and then Legend came out and I just bought Legend. Man, that smells good. I sprayed it on the box so I can remember what it smelled like. And this is the bottle. I bought this one, I believe, from Ross also. And this is the 40 ml bottle. It's kind of small, but it doesn't really matter to me. I think I paid maybe 20 bucks for this, 15, 20 bucks, which is not too bad. I don't really care. Like, I don't wear fragrances, the same fragrance, more than 1 or 2 times a week anyway. So I have enough right now. I could probably go maybe 2 months without wearing the same fragrance every day if I wanted to. So it really doesn't matter. But Azzaro Chrome is excellent, and this one is lighter to me than Azzaro Chrome, which makes me like this one a little more than Chrome. And this is Azzaro Legend. And if anyone has smelled Azzaro, what is it? Azzaro. I can't remember the name of it. I saw it earlier today. I haven't smelled it, but I'm probably gonna buy it anyway. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, next up we will do this fragrance is one of the other fragrances that same guy I was just talking about used to wear. He's the only person that I can recollect smelling on, like, around me at the time. So if someone had this on before him, then I don't remember, or I smelled it and didn't know what it was and I just didn't ask. But he had it on and it smelled wonderful. And this is Thallium. And I found this one online, and I think I paid maybe, I don't know, between $10 and $15 for it on Fragrance X. A lot of people don't like this box that it comes in, because most of the time if you get it and you're not paying attention, the bottom won't come off, but the top will, like that. So if you're not careful when you order this, if you order it or if you buy it and you have it upside down and you open it, chances are you're going to open it, it's going to fall out if you can't catch it, and it's going to break. So pretty cheap box, but this fragrance, this is what it looks like. And this is a very sexy fragrance. I love this fragrance. I've only worn it, I think, once. I like it. I love it. I will say I love it. I won't say I like it, because I love it. I've heard a lot of people online say that the atomizer is pretty shitty, but I mean, I paid $15 for it. So I mean, you can't expect too much from a cheap fragrance. So I'm not really concerned about it. I just like the smell of it. I like the atomizer on it. It doesn't bother me. So, but it's Thallium, and I like this bottle because it kind of reminds me of a barbershop almost. So that's Thallium. Next up, we will do one that everybody knows. This is a popular fragrance. I don't know how popular it is now because it's been out for a while. There are flankers of this, and this is actually a flanker of it, and it is Paco Rabanne's Invictus Intense. I smell the original Invictus. A coworker of mine wears it every day. I like it. It's like everybody says, it's like super sweet, it's bubblegummy, but people like it, and I can't complain. The original Invictus is the one I'm talking about, is bubblegummy. This one, not so much. I kind of like this one a little better than the original. Almost smells the same, but it's not as bubblegummy. A lot of people, and I sprayed this on the box, I don't know, like weeks ago, and it's still on here. Wonderful, wonderful fragrance. A lot of people, I've heard one or two people on YouTube who do reviews say that they don't like this bottle design. It's crappy, cheesy, that kind of stuff. I don't really care what the bottle looks like, as long as the juice inside is excellent, and this juice is excellent. The atomizer is good. I like that. I don't mind the bottle so much. It reminds me of a championship trophy. The atomizer is, as you can see, the hole right here in the front. Atomizer, you press the button on the top. That's Paco Rabanne's Invictus Intense. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for this. I think I paid maybe 25 for it, possibly maybe 30 at TJ Maxx. The next up, we will do. This is a fragrance I saw on a lot of people's channels on YouTube, and I watch YouTube cologne reviews almost all day on my free time, on lunch breaks, stuff like that. And I'm really becoming a connoisseur of cologne. Like I said, I'm not into notes, so don't look for me to be giving you a note breakdown. You can always Google or go on fragrance websites and find out what's in them. I'm just gonna tell you whether they're good or bad to me. Is it sweet? Is it harsh? Stuff like that. But this one I saw, and a lot of people kept talking about, and they compared it to, I think, something called Synthol. I'm not sure, but I saw it once or twice at Ross, and I wasn't able to get my hands on it. It could have been just because I didn't get paid yet, or just bad timing. I finally found it at Ross. I bought it, and I was not disappointed. And it is Mont Blanc's Individual, or Individual, however you want to say it. This juice is a killer. I haven't gotten mad compliments like most people say they get, but I have got a few compliments off of it. This is a beautiful smelling fragrance. It has, I think, like a hint or a note of raspberry in it. And you have to excuse me, I'm just reading the back. Top notes: mint and bergamot, heart note, lavender and geranium, base note, sandalwood and vanilla. And on this, it doesn't say anything about raspberry, but all the reviewers that I listen to, they all say it has like a hint or a note of raspberry in it. I don't know, like what I just read, whatever, but I like the fragrance. It's excellent. I love it. It hasn't let me down. I've only worn it maybe once or twice since I bought it, and I bought it a few weeks ago. I ordered this also, I think. Yeah, I ordered this from Fragrance X also, and I think I paid, I want to say 15, maybe 20 for it. It's not bad. Excellent juice. Next up, we will do, this also is a fragrance that I've heard several people on YouTube talk about, and they held it in high regards. I wanted to check it out. I think I seen the fragrance once or twice at TJ Maxx, and I didn't buy it because I thought it was like a woman's perfume because of the box. But once I looked it up again and I saw that it was actually a man's fragrance, I picked it up, and I think I might have spent 30, I want to say, for this, if I'm not mistaken. But I wasn't disappointed. And this is Bulgari's Aquamarine. I wore this fragrance to work, and just like the fragrance that I showed you guys in the beginning, Bora Bora, this is another fragrance that garnered me a shitload of compliments. I think I did a review on this, and I told the story. Me and a coworker of mine were walking through, I believe it was the CCU unit in the hospital where we work. And I walked through, and two Caucasian or white ladies, females. They were CNAs or nurses, whatever they were. I guess they smelled me when I walked through, and they come running out the door, and they were like, "Which one of you guys has that scent on?" And the guy I was with was like, "That's him." So I came back over to where they were, and they were like, "Anytime you want to come walking through here smelling like that, you can." And I, smiled, laughed, a little, and I was like, "Okay." So that made me feel good in itself. That's what fragrances are supposed to do. They're supposed to lift people's spirits. They're supposed to make you happy. They're not supposed to be, just there. It's okay to give people compliments and make people feel good. And I like that that day. I don't know, Bora Bora was kind of scary for me because the females act like they really wanted to like do something strange to me when I had this on. Like this really took the cake, but when I had this on, it really did something to my morale, my spirit that day. So to those young ladies, thank you. And this is an excellent fragrance, guys. It's a kind of weird design bottle, but I like it. This is the, I believe, 50 ml bottle. And like I said, I've only worn this twice. The first time I wore it, I got compliments. Second time I didn't get any. So, it is what it is. But Bulgari's Aquamarine. Excellent fragrance, guys. Excellent. Next up, we will go with this one. I found this one. This has been around for a while also, and I really wasn't too fond or really didn't care too much. I've heard things about this guy's cologne, and some of them are excellent from what I understand. I've smelled one or two. I didn't get to smell this one in particular, but I bought a bootleg copy of this, which came from City Trend, and it was called something else, but it was in a similar type bottle, not exact bottle, but it was in a similar type bottle, and I like that fragrance. So it said inspired by, and I'll go ahead and show it to you. This is Jay-Z Gold. It was inspired by this fragrance. So when I saw this in Ross, I think I paid, I want to say 30, I believe, for it. When I saw this, I automatically was like, why keep the bootleg when I can have the original? So I gave the original away to a little kid that is kind of into fragrances, and I have the original now. And this is an amazing fragrance. I love it. I wore it to work. Nobody really gave me any comments on it, except for one person, and that's the young lady I sit with at lunch almost every day. Sweet. Everything on this table that I have is sweet. So that's literally what I aim for. Sweet. I aim for sexy, subtle, soft fragrances. Some of them are a little bit more standoutish than others, as like the Invictus Intense, the Bulgari Aquamarine. It stands out a little loud. It's a little louder. Even Thallium, it's sweet, but it's like that powdery type sweet. I like that also. Bora Bora is also standoutish, even though it's sweet. But Jay-Z Gold is also an excellent fragrance. And I also, not so much the bottle, but the top. It feels heavy. It's like, I don't know if it's actual metal or what, but it's plastic inside, but it feels like metal. And I like that also. So that's Jay-Z Gold. Down to the last two, guys. Sorry if this video is dragging out a little long, but when you're into something you like, you tend to talk about it a lot. And I like fragrances. I love fragrances, actually. Um, it's kind of turned into a little bit of an obsession because every time I go, I get paid. I run to the store to see what I can find. If it's something in there on discount that's new, I don't go to retail stores. I go to discount stores like Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington, Coat Factory, Marshalls, stuff like that, and I can find decent fragrances for cheap. Like I said, a few of these have cost me like 30, maybe 50 at the max, but majority of the time I buy fragrances, they're going to be cheap. They're going to be 25 and under. So next up, I kind of got into this line. I can't remember what exactly I bought that got me into this house. But this one was bought by a friend of mine, and I smelled it before she bought it, maybe a week or so before, and I liked it anyway. I just couldn't afford the prices that Belts were selling it for. They sell theirs 80 and up. I don't have a Belts card, so I don't get discount. So there was no way I was gonna buy it. And actually, I saw this fragrance at TJ Maxx, and it actually was $39. It was like $39.99, so about $40. She's the kind of female that she don't really care. She likes to splurge. She'll go spend the extra few dollars or extra $40 to buy the fragrance from the store versus going to TJ Maxx or Ross and getting it for 40 or 30 or whatever. I would have personally bought it for the 40, but she paid whatever she paid for it. I think she has a Belts card, so I don't know. She didn't tell me how much she paid for it. I know how much it costed. I don't know how much she paid for it. So, but this is Mont Blanc's Legend. And now that I just said that, Individuel is the one that got me into Mont Blanc. And listening to them guys on YouTube talk about Individuel all the time. Mont Blanc Legend is an excellent fragrance also. I sprayed it on this top when she first bought it. I think she bought this like a week ago, and I can still smell it on this top. You know, most of these fragrances come with this cardboard inside. So instead of, spraying it on my skin, I just spray it on this top. Wonderful fragrance. It's kind of fruity. It's masculine. I like it. I have no issues with it. I love it. I wore it to work once since I had it, and she's probably the only one who gave me a compliment on it. It really doesn't matter. I'm still gonna wear it regardless. And if anyone knows why, and I noticed this the other day, why does all of Mont Blanc's stuff have this star on the top of it? Is that like some kind of signature of his or something? Like all of this stuff has that kind of star-like thing on the top. So if anybody knows, please leave me a comment and let me know what that is, what it's about. Last but not least, this fragrance also has been a pesky wabbit, as Elmer Fudd would say. I heard a lot of people talk about this fragrance and how good it was, and they've compared it to, I forgot what they compared it to, but they compared it to another designer fragrance. And actually, I think I was mistaken when I said something about raspberry. it wasn't in this, I don't believe. I believe it was in this next fragrance, and I'm not sure about that, but it was a hint of raspberry. They said it was in something, one of these fragrances. Anyway, um, I bought another one of these fragrances first before I found the one I actually was looking for. And I found this one also in Ross several different times, and I wasn't able to purchase. I saw it the first time, and I changed my mind because I was kind of skeptical. I had saw a review that said it was, peppery, it was kind of strong, whatever, whatever. And then everybody else, so I passed it by. So every other review that I saw, they were like, it's an excellent fragrance. They love it. It's in their top, whatever. So finally, I saw it again, and I didn't have the funds for it. But when I came back, when I got paid, it was gone. So luckily, one day I was in there, and it just so happened to be on the bottom shelf, way in the back. And I guess somebody might have been trying to hide it. But I found it, and I bought it, and it is Salvatore Ferragamo's, you guessed it, F Black. Love, 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 love this fragrance, guys. I love it. Beautiful fragrance, guys. Beautiful. A lot of people don't like the design of this bottle. I do. I don't care. I don't like the bottle or the box. It's not gonna take away from the juice. If you have an excellent fragrance, it doesn't matter what it comes in. To me, they can put this fragrance in one of them mason jars and sell it, and I'd still buy it as long as it smells good. I don't care. This could have came in a mason jar, and I still would have bought it because it would have said Salvatore Ferragamo's F Black. I've been looking for F Black, and if it would have been in that jar, I still would have bought it. So it is what it is. But this is an excellent, excellent fragrance, guys. Excellent. I'm not gonna say that this would be my number one. Depending on what kind of list I'm doing, it could possibly be number one. But I think I'm gonna have to do that one day. I'm gonna have to sit down and actually think about my fragrances and what actually put them in some kind of order. And then I'll get back with you and let you know what's my top 5, my top 10 in order from least to greatest, or from, how you say it, from least to best, whatever. But I have other fragrances also that I want to do reviews on, so stay tuned to me, guys. Bear with me. I am still fairly new. I do have several videos on here already. I am trying to reinvent myself, make things kind of interesting, not say and like and so much. Trying to make this as, a great experience for you as it is for me. I like doing this. I don't get paid to do this. I just jumped on here one day because it was fun for me to do. I see how much fun other guys have doing this. They're connoisseurs of the game in the fragrance world. I'm not on that level yet. I really don't care as far as like note breakdowns and stuff like that. All I can tell you is that, if something smells good to me, I like it. If it don't smell good, I don't like it. But nothing I have so far, maybe with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 that I've bought that I was like, maybe I shouldn't have bought, or I wish I could have smelled it before I bought it. But for the most part, everything I have is pretty good. I don't have too many complaints. everything that I showed in this list right today have been excellent fragrances to me. I've got compliments off of some of it, not all of it. It is what it is. So thanks for watching, guys. If you do watch, if not, that's fine. Also, the video will be here just in case someone has, questions about any fragrances, what they could be in store for when they buy certain fragrances. Like I said, everything in this top 10 plus the 2 honorable mentions I showed are excellent fragrances, especially for people who are just starting out their collections. And don't be afraid to pick up some fragrances, guys. Like every now and then, I don't like blind buying. That's why I go online and I do a lot of reviewing and watching reviews and seeing what people say. And if the right people say that something is good, then I'm going to go out and get it. If I get like the sense that they're like, I'm not really going to go pick it up. I'm not going to buy it. If there are any fragrances out there that you guys have that I don't have or I haven't reviewed yet, let me know. I'm always looking for new fragrances. I don't buy a lot of high price stuff. So if it's within my price range, 30, possibly 40 and down, let me know. It would be greatly appreciated. So thank you guys and see you later.